Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with Net 125. Today I'm going to be going over Packet Tracer 2.9.1, which is basic switch and in-device configuration. All right, now one thing a little different that I'm doing with this Packet Tracer, I've downloaded the .pka file to my computer. I've opened it up with Packet Tracer, and now I'm not using the instructions though that I provide for most of these Packet Tracers in Moodle. I'm using the activity window. All right, that automatically opens up with Packet Tracer. All right, and it has like the check results, reset activity, time elapsed, completion percentage, all that stuff. Reason is I believe yeah, well, I know for a fact there's at least two. Um, there's three separate versions of this Packet Tracer. So whichever one you get, you have to, the more than likely the device names will be different, the IP addresses will be different, and the passwords. All right. So to enable to get, the complete grade, the highest grade possible, you need to use the whatever device information you're provided. All right. But you'll find that in the addressing table. All right. Sometimes they leave some of this stuff out on purpose and you have to fill it in, but in this case, they're literally giving you everything. All right. And you can look at your topology. You've got student 1, student 2, PCs, separated by a class A and a class B switch. And notice you got straight through cables, solid black cables in between the switches and PCs, and then you have a crossover cable in between the two switches. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so objectives: configure host names and IP addresses on 2 Cisco Internet Operating System switches using the command line interface. Use Cisco iOS commands to specify or limit access to the device configurations. Use iOS commands to save the running config. Configure 2 host devices with IP addresses and verify connectivity between the 2 PC in devices. All right, so the scenario is, as a recently hired LAN technician, your network manager has asked you to demonstrate your ability to configure a small LAN. Your tasks include configuring initial settings on 2 switches, using the Cisco iOS, and configuring IP address parameters on host devices to provide end-to-end connectivity. All right, you are to use the 2 switches and 2 hosts or PCs on a cabled and powered network. All right, and just to let you know, cabled and powered, they cabled it for you. Obviously, that stands out, but these are powered up too. Like in Packet Tracer, you can literally go in here and click on this, and you can click on that light and turn it off. All right. Really didn't really mean anything to you, but now on some of the routers in later videos and Packet Tracers, you can actually change the modules. If you want a fiber module versus a RG, like a Cat6 cable, like a copper cable, you can change the interfaces to correspond to that, and then you can go through here and actually hook up a fiber connection. All right, same thing with the serial connections. You have to put a serial module in there. You can't just hook up to the Ethernet inputs. All right, so just put it out there. But let's go ahead and go through the requirements. All right, so the instructions are just to configure per the requirements. Use a console connection to access each switch. So notice we have a network connection, but not a console connection. So we're coming down here to console, click PC1, all right, put it over to class A switch, hook it to the console input. All right, notice the console input is a RJ45. All right, now it's hooked up. Now when you open up this PC, go to desktop, go to terminal. All right, all this stuff is default. All right, so it's booted up. All right, there's all the bootloader information, software version, software image name, stuff like that. And notice this line interface, fast Ethernet 01 is up, fast Ethernet 0 or 02 and 01 are up because it's going out of 01 and 02 on the switch. So remember, I'm in the PC remote it into the Class A switch via a console cable. All right. So just so you understand where you're at. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is name the switch. So let's go enable config T, and then hostname Class A. Make sure it's case sensitive when it grades it, so make sure it's correct. See how that's Class A. Now what I can do, I like to follow these all these steps and all the packet tracers word for word, so I'm going to go ahead and do this on each of them at the same time. What I'll do is I'll go to PC2 and hook a console cable to Class B. Alright, so I can do this. Alright, so I can do that, and I can do this. It won't let me do it at the same time, unfortunately. Or maybe it will. There we go. Alright, probably like that is good. Alright, so we set up Class A hostname, so let's go to enable, configure terminal, and then do hostname Class B. Alright, both of those are set. Let's set the password. That's also case sensitive for all the lines. Now when it says all the lines, I'm going to do a do show run. I'm assuming it's talking about the console and also the VTY lines. Alright, so I'm going to set all those. So let's do, we're already at the global config. So let's do interface console. Am I doing that wrong? I don't know what I'm thinking about. Alright, line console 0. Alright, so we're going to set password to R4XE3. And then make sure you do login. Alright, come over here and do the same thing. Line console 0, password R4XE3. Login. Alright, now I'm going to do all the VTY lines the same together. Line VTY 0 to 15, password same password R4XE3, login, and over here, and I know I can copy and paste a lot of this, but I'm going to go ahead and just do this. Line VTY 0 to 15, password is R4XE3, login. Alright, that's all the lines, so we're good with that, and the console. When we first log on the console, that password is set. Now we need to set up a privileged exec password for enable. Alright, so exit. Let's go exit enable. And it's going to be a enable secret for or C4AJA. Uppercase C for lowercase a, uppercase J, lowercase a. And see, I could just copy that. Paste it over there. All right, encrypt all clear text passwords. Now if we go up here, no password encryption is already set. So we need to turn that function off, but switch it to remove the no. And you know we could do this. Copy, and we could do service, service, and take out the no. Oh, yeah. I guess that wasn't, I didn't need service twice. Alright. So if I do paste, take out the no, whoops, encryption, you gotta do backspace. Alright, so service password encryption. Now when you're trying to do this shortcut, and you're working on two separate terminals, make sure you hit enter, because sometimes you're at the end of your command. You never hit enter, so it obviously it doesn't take effect. All right, we gotta do a message of the day. So a banner, MOTD, and I always do the hashtag unauthorized access is prohibited. 2 exclamation points. Ending delimiter. And what I can do, copy. You see what I'm doing right now? I didn't hit enter, so that wouldn't have taken effect. All right, go over here, right click, paste, enter. All right. Configure addresses for all devices according to the addressing table. So we need to set up our SVI addresses for each of these switches. Now make sure we're on student 1 PC on this, logged into class A, and we're on student 2 PC consoled into class B. So just remember where you're at on this. All right. And so we're going to do interface VLAN 1. IP address. All right, so that IP address is going to be 128.70. Whoops. Yep, see, I about messed up. 107.20.10. All right, make sure you put your subnet mask in there. And even if you don't understand the subnet masking right now, there's a whole section on IP version 4 and then an IP version 6, so it'll make a lot more sense when we get to there. What we're doing right now is basically just learning how to enter all the commands correctly, the correct correct line and everything, the correct mode. All right, so configure all devices. Okay, I'm gonna, you know what? Before I forget though, I'm gonna do a no shutdown so I can ping it. All right, notice it gives me a message that's up. Okay, interface VLAN 1, IP address is 128.107. Oh, did I do that? No, I didn't do that wrong. 20.15. 128.107.20.15. Whoop. That's why you got to slow down and do it very carefully. 128.107.20. 128.107.20.15. All right, 255.255.255.0. All right, let's do a no shut down. All right, that one comes up, so we're good with that. It wants us to save our configurations, so let's exit, copy running to start, exit, copy running to start. All right, configurations are saved to NVRAM. All right, let's verify our connect. Actually, Verify connectivity between all devices. I was going to check my configuration, which is a good idea, but I guess we can check our connectivity. Now, on the iOS CLI, you can do pings, and hopefully I'll get this right the first time. I think I could ping from the privilege exact, but let me find out. 128.7.20. Let's first try to ping itself. So that's 10. All right, see how it works. It looks a little different. It pings it 5 times versus on a PC. It pings it 4 times by default. All right, so that was 10. Let's do 15. All right, notice only 3 of the 5 because of the ARP translation. Do it now and you get 5 by 5. All right, now let's go ahead and do up arrow again. Let's ping 25. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to do that. Did it? Yeah, I'm pretty positive it didn't set up the... Let's go back. I bet you the IP address is not set up. Yep, that's right. All right, student 1, and I can do it like this to make sure a little bit easier. 128.70.20.25. Tab down. See how it auto-populates in a Class B address, subnet mask, with .0.0. I need to do it 255.255.255.0 because that wouldn't let you ping. It wouldn't let you connect either to other PCs from this PC. All right, verify that's right. This is PC 1 or student 1. This is 128.70. Dang, I always mess that up. 107. It's just a weird looking IP address. 128.107.20.25. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Correct PC. All right. Let's go back to this PC. Let's click here. Do it like this. All right. 128.70.20.30. Tab down. It auto-populates in the incorrect subnet mask. All right. Verify that's right. Verify. And I cannot believe I did it again. 107. I've had too much coffee or something, or not enough. All right, 107.20.30. I guess 128.70 just feels right. All right. So for some reason, something in here I did wrong, probably. I'm getting 97% completion rate. So let's go back here. I wonder if when I click on it, it's going to change. Ooh, enable secret. Did I not set up the enable secret password? I did it on Class B, but not Class A. All right, so let's go to Class A. Maybe I missed it. All right, enable secret. Enable secret. Oh, it was it. Did I do it incorrect? Enable secret. I'm just messing this all up. So C4A JA. Secret. Enable secret. All right, so yeah, we gotta go to global config, enable secret C, capital C for AJA. All right, there we go. Now go up here again. I just want to make sure I can ping class B and student 2. So exit ping 28.107.15. All right, 20.15 is good. 10 is ourself. 25 is the one we couldn't ping before, and 30. All right, cool. All right, so we're done. So really all you need to submit in this case is this right here, check results. All right, just click assessment items if it doesn't say 100%, but since mine's 100%, it's fine. And do a screenshot of that and just upload that, and that's all you need to do. All right, thanks for watching.